I'm just day to day, yo.
Still? All right, we
Mm-hmm.
about to be live.
All right.
All right, all right.
What's up? What's
Ladies
up?
and gentlemen.
We'll call it episode 23 and a half.
Oh, hold on. All right. All right, all right. I just make sure. All right, all right. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we got all the technical things, ladies and gentlemen, it is the P1 Reality Check podcast. And this is kind of like can almost call it like an emergency episode. We'll just call it that because
Yeah.
we live. I am your boy, your man, Mark Fresh.
What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Lee Win P1 True Speaker Love Ambassador. It's time to get it in, man. Time to get it in
Yes,
today. Time to get it in.
and as you can see, the title: Will Smith disrespects Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Man.
And Lee, we spoke this morning, and this is something, especially black man. We got to talk about this right now.
Yo, man.
We got to have this
crazy,
conversation,
bro.
Lee.
Crazy, man. I mean, like, bro, like, first of all, I look at it from so many levels, right? I'll just start from the on earth level, the human level, and what happens here on earth, right? Like, so just the fact of like, a man in any setting, walks up to another man and because of words, you know what I'm saying? Someone else says in any setting and slaps him in that manner, bruh, like in any setting. So let alone talk about the Oscars, you know what I mean? Like the pinnacle. And then I'm looking at, okay, all right, so like that just in any setting right there, right? Now we're putting it times 1,000 to the highest, the most prestigious award for acting, you know what I mean?
Right.
In in whatever, I don't know if it's the world or but at least in the United States, right? And he gets up when he's up for an award for playing a black father. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
For playing a black
Yes.
father, right? You know what I'm saying? A great role for two of the greatest tennis players to ever walk the earth.
Yep.
Right? He's in this set, and now like this is you ain't never hear nothing about Richard. You know what I'm saying? But this is a strong-willed person, whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? So this whole story, his life is culminating at this time, my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
His life, Richard's life is culminating as a king. It's King Richard. His whole life. Look, I did it my way. You see my two girls, I got two of the best. They still playing right now. That's how dope
Right
I
now.
am. They're still playing right now when they
Right
want
now.
to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At 40 something.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know how powerful that situation is, man? Like,
Yeah.
just for America and black people in general to see visually. And then Chris Rock, first of all, who thinks Chris Rock is threatening?
Nobody.
Who thinks that Chris
Nobody.
Rock is threatening to anybody? Like,
Nobody.
as a person who has been muscular and had muscles my entire life from 12 years old, not 8 years old, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I start looking in the mirror. I have never thought that a skinny dude would be a threat to me
Right.
ever.
Right.
And I'm still on the low level here. So we'll go after I let you go and then I'll come back. So I've never thought that a skinny dude who is just a funny guy has been a threat to me. I did once in the 6th grade, right? I probably acted like Will Smith and I punched him in the chest. You know what I'm saying? Because he said I like Jennifer Phillips. But the whole point of it, I was in 7th grade because I was in the 7th grade. Okay. I got suspended for a day because I did that. I missed the school dance. I was in the 7th grade. So yes, that matches the crime. Oh, 7th grader, it lost it maybe again. He like with people laughing like that. So he went hauled off and punched him in the chest. It wasn't even a hard punch. It just went in like that junk. You know what I'm saying? We call him, look, he got hit like that, and he was going to the office for something else and then got and what is the point besides story, but he'd gone to the office for something else, and he like Lee Williams punched me in my chest, and like that's how it happened. But anyway, back to this is like y'all was 7th grade. Will Smith, you have been well groomed, you have been well media trained by now. All of these things, you know your impact. You have been famous for a very, very long time. You know all of these things, and for you to be irresponsible, and I'll get to that in a second, and I call it irresponsible right now, and make an action such like that black man. I'm still riding with you, Will. So we don't just we can ride with Kanye, so I'm still riding with you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, he over there. You know what I'm saying? But you still like it's love, but not immediate. And you're like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I just can't mess with you because right now you got some things going on. Your energy is not right for me. But the whole point in me saying in this lower level on here on ground level, it's like, bro, as a man, I'm 40 years old. You're 53 years old. Chris Rock is 57 years old. And all of you all are on the biggest stage in your careers and in your past and everything like that. That's viewed by the world because there's people over in other countries talking about it. So now, at your maturity and level, and you telling me you can't laugh off something for a second because it was just a joke made and went wrong with you, and like or whatever. I understand the people with alopecia. I know people with alopecia. I understand it, but don't give me the like. I'm just so disappointed, bro. Because like Will Smith is one of the people that we look up to as black men.
He's been cooking for the past 3 years, 4 years with motivational videos and getting people fired up and pumped up, and then
everything
telling people like how to live their life and do this and try this and be this, and you running around like you for the people and you love people and you creating this image.
Yeah.
And then
everything fell apart.
You have this moment where, in a sense, ego takes over and a weaker man is in front of you. You know this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when he walked up to Chris Rock, you saw a visible size difference.
Yes.
Visible. So he knows he's considerably bigger than Chris Rock. Yes. And he goes up on stage and slaps the man in the face. I'm just like, to me, it's like, man, look, I ain't, I'm not saying cancel anybody. Yeah. I'm just saying for me personally, it's hard for me to really see this guy right now because it's really layered when you really think about it in totality, because then you just add on the fact for the past, let's just say 2 years, everybody's been killing your wife.
Yeah.
Everybody's been killing your wife, but she kind of deserved it.
Yes.
I mean, because look, I get it. I'm no angel, but my thing is this. I'm not sleeping with one of Deanna's friends when she's like 21. You know what I'm saying? Like,
anytime.
right, Right, exactly. So I'm not doing that. I'm just saying because I don't know all the details of when it happened, so I don't want to like paint on the picture of a pedophile. So that's why I'm saying 21. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I don't want to say anytime because I need to make that clear of people thinking, you know, whatever. But the point being is, yes, I wouldn't do that. So my thing is like that type of behavior to me is just selfish and greedy. Like, think about it. There's so many other men that you could choose from. Why would you choose that man?
And a sick one.
You know what I'm saying?
And a sick one.
Right. And so it's like, come on. Like, so my thing is, it's just like, now we know there's just like something going on between the two of them where it's just like, okay, cool. Like, fine, you're human and we accept that. But don't be doing no more videos, at least not for a minute. You better chill. Nobody wants to hear it. I think, like, my thing is, I think Will Smith just should take a break.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Just take a break, bro.
I think it's gonna have a forced break because I don't think nobody got a taste for him right now.
And they shouldn't. Again, I'm not saying he should be canceled, but I don't. I mean, it's just certain things that just like cross a certain line.
Yeah, wouldn't it be like wouldn't it be kind of like, you know, I guess like tragic, poetic, you know, as far as like, you know, at the pinnacle of your life is the downfall of your career.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a tragic story.
I mean,
but but that would also be some sort of, you know, because you got to think like realistically.
Yeah.
A person like Will Smith, it's like, what would be the downfall because he's done so much?
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, true.
He's gonna be getting royalties for a long time.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, as far as like his real, because he's been here he continually on the way up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just his image, right? So his image just got. That's what really got hurt. But like,
tarnish.
You know, we also are forgiving if he just pauses. I mean, personally, I think the remedy is he should have just come out by now and publicly apologized to Chris Rock.
Yeah, man. But I mean,
I honestly believe that would heal it.
Yeah, it sure would. But I'm just talking about like, yo, I mean, it's just like on the deeper level. When I say from a you know, a spiritual or intuitive space, you know, like you cannot help but to say, okay, Will Smith is troubled right now. Because if we saw one of our kids in our program get up and go slap somebody in the classroom because he said something to him, we would be having all of us around him and just a one-on-one, like, bro, I don't know what's going on. We need to talk about this because that shit is not, I mean, that stuff's not normal. You know what I mean? Like, it's not normal. Like, and we talking we're talking about it in one of our program classes.
Right.
Not at the Oscars.
Right.
That's what we would think about any kid in the classroom. But we look at adults and they can do it, and then he get to go accept the Oscar award and everyone cheer. And then he not even apologize to the man he slapped.
Right.
Like, there's a deeper level of trouble in his space. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he's flirt with the elites, and in this space, and now reality has gone from him and Jada, and the fact of, because think about it, like, he put his stuff out there. His family put this stuff out there. Red tables. All you chose to go on TV and talk about what happened between August Alsina and you. Ain't nobody asked you to do that.
And nobody asked you to do that shit.
Y'all did that yourself, man.
And nobody.
So
and Will sat there.
Yes.
Had the conversation.
And who aired it? Who decided to air that? You was over there looking crazy. If I'm like, yo, bro, we can't do it right now because you looking silly right now. You looking all crazy right now, bro. You are not okay, man.
Like, here's what I want to know.
Yeah,
Did August Alsina get slapped?
bro. Right, bro. Right.
I mean,
And that's what makes it such.
I mean,
That just
he
makes it such.
smashed your wife.
Bro,
Did,
that just makes it such.
because I want to know, did he have the same energy with August Alsina?
Nah. I mean, yo, like,
or
hey, look, the dude with Augie, you know, he's still friends with him. You know what I'm saying? You know, Augie, you know, whatever it was calling him. It's like, bro, like that's
so
what's
the
so
man
about
who,
it, man.
who sleeps with your wife
Yeah.
gets a pass, but the man that makes a joke about her gets slapped.
And y'all blame it on, and y'all want to try to blame it on the disease, man. Get out of here, man. Anybody, and I mean, immune system, like I said, respect to everybody with the alopecia. You know what I mean?
Listen, there's no, like, a lot of people are talking about, oh, you know, he got this, he got that. Like I heard Ocho on him and whatchamacallit on Speak for Yourself, giving this thing from his book about how he felt he never defended his mom when his dad punched her and all this stuff. So now he had, man, no. Will Smith has been okay with plenty of nonsense as related to Jada. So my thing is, bro, you already created this image. You already created an image that you're okay with her nonsense. So why now? Why now act like something is a problem that has to do with her when, again, it was cool that she slept with your son's friend?
Yeah, right. Like it's too late for you to get the macho role now, bro.
Right?
Like, it's way too late. That just make you look even weaker. You're doing something like that.
And that's what it is. And that's why I have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Because now you're trying to create a perception that you're tough.
Yeah, like, bro, I don't know who you trying
and
to
it's just like, yo, you are who you are. Everybody's not built tough. That's fine.
Like, bro, we grew up with you.
You still got I mean, nobody ever looked at Will Smith as thuggish or tough.
And I ain't never looked at him soft either, though. Until now.
Right. He was just a cool cat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's Will Smith.
He's a cool cat. You Will Smith.
Bro.
You Will Smith, you just a cool cat. Like, no one's like, you know, so that's what you had. So I would have expected you to be cool in that situation.
Right.
And then afterwards, you know what I'm saying? So then later on we hear, yo, after Chris made that joke, yo, Will went back there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, that's all right, cool. Well, I understand. But what I don't understand is you walking on the stage and slapping this man. That's
like, yo,
because I wouldn't expect you to walk back there and slap him.
No. I mean, and even worse though, the fact that it was a slap. You know what I'm saying? That's even worse. That's like the most disrespectful thing you could do to a man. To man is slap. You could punch me and I feel better about that than slap me in the face. That means you don't care about me at all. I'm not even on your level. I should not even be talking at all about anything. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Like, and like I said, after somebody was in your wife's mouth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, don't give me that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? At all. I don't want to hear it. Bro, like I said, kudos to Chris Rock because I am extremely impressed on how he handled that, bro. Like, he made a joke, hey, it's gonna be on television history, greatest thing ever, you know what I'm saying? But kudos to that black man, yo.
And Chris Rock should be celebrated. Like,
yes.
Just like as an example of
what to do in situations.
In keeping your cool.
Yes.
And not reacting, and the fact that if you don't, you'll be okay.
Look.
And people will appreciate you for that.
And look, think about it. Chris Rock, skinny as he is, hands was behind his back.
Behind his back.
And he still slapped him. Like,
I mean, you could at least like tapped him on the chest, like, yo. Yeah. So he could, like, you know, hey, look, I ain't come on the stage to shake your hand. Let Chris Rock make a decision.
Yeah, he could have came up to even if you do, it would have made headlines if he went up there and just whispered to him real quick, bro. That ain't cool right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know that man to man. Thank you for everything you do and continue to show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like slap him?
Slap him? That's whole shit. Yo, that's whole shit.
Like,
that's whole shit.
Right?
That's whole shit.
Because look, you know what?
Excuse my language.
I probably would have just been in shock. Like, after you did that. And we'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? I walked off. Right. I would have to walk off and think about what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, did I just get slapped on the Oscars?
On the Oscars?
On national TV?
In front of my kids?
In
front of my kids?
And my kids, like,
they friends?
Wow. And like the thing is, like, it's like, yo, because Chris Rock is a star. He's a mega star, yo. Chris Rock has performed all over the world. It's like
the whole world. Think about it. We did a special show for it. Everybody's talking about it. Yo. Every Zoom meeting I was on today, somebody made a joke about it.
Right. Yo.
I don't want to get slapped.
Yeah.
And everybody knew. As soon as you say the word slap, everybody knows. Yo, slap for the next week is synonymous with Will Smith and Chris Rock.
And that's where I want to go on the non-conscious level, because that's why I'm so disappointed, because it was gonna be this all day today, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh man,
can't help it.
And like, cause it's like, man, and the thing is, like, I knew that this would be allowed, because think about it, you would never catch no white dude slapping no white dude on national TV at the Oscars like that, right? Never. And I don't think I just saw, and I thought it was funny because of that on this level, right? But I knew, I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, white people gonna be like, see, look, at the highest level, they still don't know how to act.
Even Will
Smith. So what you gonna think the rest of them gonna do?
Like,
right. It's right. Like, I mean, they best one.
Right.
You know, look, Bill Cosby tarnished. Now, who was the next in line to Bill Cosby? Will Smith. That was the next one. Now, tarnished. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kid, he forever named. I mean, how you gonna outlive that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, Kobe Bryant, right? You know what I'm saying? Still, you still kind of think about, like, the case in Utah. You know what I mean? It's not like it's gone. You still know it's there. You know what I mean? Now, on his highest stage, he won an Oscar. His highest stage on an Oscar. After the entanglement, we got through that. We tried to get through that. You know what I'm saying? And
you got an Oscar after the entanglement.
Yeah, after the entanglement, Joe. And then you do this on the stage on some just some
that
straight
same night,
stuff, man. Just some straight
stuff,
man.
And then you get up there and you cry.
Right.
And you talk about protecting people. And you talk about the industry and how people just expect you to just take it. Will, like, I hear you, but bro, you a like 30-something year vet.
Right.
People been talking about you for a long time, man. This ain't new, and comedians' jokes ain't new, and you just you took this so far, which really just, again, it just says everything about him. It says everything about him that he would do this, that he would allow himself to be here.
I'm so disappointed. I was so
You know what I'm saying? Like what? And see, I'm gonna tell you, man, like, and I honestly feel like this behavior with men, I don't think Will is alone. I think there are a lot of men that would end up finding themselves doing something similar. It just looks different. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Because that's really about the conflict.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a real man would understand, at the end of the day, if you feel like it's so insulting to your woman, you need to defend her honor, then you would meet that man somewhere and you would fight that man.
Yes.
That's just the way I see it.
Yeah.
Like, if you really about it, you would just say, okay, cool. Because I'm gonna make it so where we fight.
Yeah.
If that's really what you want.
Mm-hmm.
No one's letting you fight at the Oscars. So then that means you want to just be able to get away with hitting somebody.
Right. Right.
And that's corny.
It's corny. It's real corny.
When you just want to be able to get away with hitting somebody.
Knowing he not gonna back. Y'all not about to have a brawl on the floor at the Oscars. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What could happen there?
Like, bro, like, yo, I'm just saying. I mean, that in every way that was some sucker stuff right there.
Yeah, that's why that's just so disappointing that
in
that situation that's really not what you're about. That's not what that is. That's not the place for it. So you're just trying to prove something that you're conflicted by.
Yeah, right.
And that's really all it is, because if you were certain in who you are as a man, you would not feel the need to do it that way.
No.
Because the joke has been said. You can't take back the joke. Nope. You can't erase the fact that this man said this joke. Right? So my thing is, this. Again, you're Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? So you know this. You know what I'm saying? You say you understand life. You say you understand that things at a higher level and all these different things, and you've had these experiences, so whatever.
Yeah, man.
So my thing is, if all these things are true, then you would know as a man, okay, there's a way I handle this if I have a legit problem with it. And again, if you had a legit problem with it, then your reaction would not have been to laugh. His gut was laughter. So that means you really didn't have the issue. You took on someone else's energy, and now you just became a different person because you took on her energy. So what does that say about you if you allow that to happen? Back to your point, on that night, that's so special. All the things that are going on in that night. Will Packer is producing it, and he's the first black man to produce the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? That you're up for an award that you could win. All these things. Samuel L. is getting celebrated. So all these things are so phenomenal for black men
on the stage that we always couldn't get.
Black men, all this black men glory at the Oscars, and you fuck that. You messed that up, Will.
Yeah, he messed that up all day, yo, all day.
So, and that's why I understand people saying, they think it's scripted.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because when you start to add it up, it's like they tried to give it to us, and then they see we ain't no more. Because that's why it's just so sad.
Yeah.
Like, Will, what happened that night? Who gassed you up?
What you own, bro?
You know what I'm saying? Like, because the interesting thing about it too, and I just see things, you know what I'm saying? Like when I see Will Smith hugging Bradley Cooper, it's just imagery. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a videotape that's out there of like what happened during the break after the slap.
Yeah.
So you see people kind of moving around, and then Denzel comes in, and then I see him sit down what looks like next to Jada, and then like Bradley Cooper and Will Smith are kind of huddled, and then they embrace, and it's like, come on, Will. And then later that night, you have Vanity partying like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And after that, you give a speech and you don't even say sorry to this man.
Yeah.
Come on, Will. That's just terrible, man.
Like, would you he disrespected. He disrespected black man all over the place in all kinds of ways on all levels. That, man. And the fact is, you can't say he ain't know no better. You can't say it's the only thing you say is irresponsible, and he needs help if that's the case. If he's willing to do something like that, he needs help. You can't even, like, Kanye went on stage and started talking because he was mad that Beyonce didn't win, right? Kanye said that George Bush doesn't like black people on national TV. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith went up and slapped a black man in the face on national TV. You know what I'm saying? Like that's way beyond Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye may say whatever, but like he ain't going to disrespect another black man and put his hands on him on TV like that. I mean, what kind of imagery is that creating? And look how it's bubbling. It's gonna bubble. Like even I had to get on here and talk about it because I wanted to be a part of the people's like, yo, bro, like we're condemning this 1,000%. And to celebrate how Chris Rock handled that. And black man, if you have that need, you feel like you need to put your hands on somebody for saying words, then you need to go get help with that. And because there's something deeper within, an insecurity, a trauma moment that is not healed. As a grown man, if a comedian, a 57-year-old comedian, and you a 53-year-old man gets on the stage and you go and slap a man, and we can't tell no young man how to handle nothing no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do we do?
And something along with that's disturbing too is when I hear females saying, "Oh, well, that's the kind of man I would want. And if my man isn't willing to defend me like that, I don't want that man." And, as women, what you got to understand is if you want the type of man that will slap a man, I promise you, he will slap you.
Right.
So you have to take that in consideration. Violent people are violent people.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, if a person has violent tendencies, the thing about it is you have to understand, eventually, if you're around that person enough, it's going to come out on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just what people do. If they're violent, if they're prone to hit, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on, that's just crazy that in that moment, a woman would see that and think, "Oh, wow, that's special. I'm happy he did that for her."
Right.
Because that's just not how anybody should think it's okay to function over jokes.
Yes,
it's not what you do. Again, if you have a problem with somebody, you go to that person in a private setting where it's just you and them, and you express your issue. And however it goes in that private setting, fine. If it gets to the point where it boils over and a couple punches get thrown, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now everybody's prepared.
Bro.
And it's private. It's between y'all.
The only way that could have been handled worse would if Will Smith would have put out a gun and shot him.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that's the only thing that could have been handled worse in that space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he went up there and did that. It's like, bro, like, you just ignored. You just that was just a total miss. You know what I'm saying? Like, when nothing I can even give an excuse for that. As a man, I'm 40, you 53, Chris Rock's 57. Bruh. I mean, not you 53, but he's 53, Chris Rock is 57. You know what I mean? Like, they older than us.
Mm-hmm.
He said, he's 13 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like if I know you know.
Exactly.
And I'm what you call the average person. You know
right.
that people talk about, tell them all the way, and they know that, like, he's been a star for 35 years.
Right.
So it's just inexcusable.
Inexcusable.
It's like
and then to double down is insane.
Yeah,
the double down is so insane.
It's crazy. It's inexcusable. And then, like I said, and now you hear, like you said, the women talking about he would defend. Like, was he? Was he? Does Jada need defending from Chris Rock?
Jada, he was defending his insecurity.
Yes,
that's where they get it twisted.
That's what he was. His insecurity.
Defending his insecurity. He wasn't defending Jada.
Yes,
it had nothing to do with Jada. That's what people. That's what people are so confused. That was not Jada.
Hey, yo, and this is look. We not even talking about it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, it doesn't even this. We take out the August Alsina spot. It's still just sick. You know what I'm saying? It's still just whack, right? Take that out. Not even thinking about that. And then when you realize on the flip side, that somebody was smashing off his wife and he knew about it. It was okay with it. Like now it's just like, who are you now, Will?
Who are you?
Because I don't know you, but one thing I know, you're not the person you've been portraying to be.
Yeah,
that's one thing for sure. And I ain't never mad at nobody. They got issue, but don't try to be somebody you're not, because now everything has been in question now. You know, you put all this motivational stuff, which is cool, whatever, and now you not living that life that because you're not happy, Will. There's no way you could be happy right now doing some stuff like that.
Right.
And so don't put, and this ain't like that obviously just didn't happen. This has been a build up, I'm sure, of years and years. There's something come out like that. But you don't stay rich in Hollywood and relevant in Hollywood and you ain't gave nothing. You're not they're not like, oh yeah, let's get Will Smith for this and this out of all the people. Let's just get Will. Let's just get Denzel. I ain't saying what I don't know anything, but all I know is I know how to operate. You can't be authentic and still win like that in that space. Because it's connected space. It ain't even a big town. You know what I mean?
All right. So
like just understanding that, man, it's like, you know, but I can't, I try, you know, I try to look for all the ways of like, of like what excuses or maybe I'm like, because I'm a man, you know, and this is where accountability and the responsibility comes in, right? Like, nah, and like, it's like I said, I'm not going to sit here and cancel Will or preach the cancel Will or anything like that. I am going to send good energy and vibes to Will. Because he needs it, obviously.
Yeah.
I just won't, like you said, he probably just need to shut it down for a little while.
Yeah, because
figure out some things.
Because like if there's so much in his life that came to a head in that moment that he there's no way right now as you and I are talking, he's somewhere and he's just surrounded by it. Right. He's surrounded by that pain. He's surrounded because he has to realize, since everybody is really just focused on the fact that he slapped Chris Rock, and now he has to deal with the reality of what was that about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Internally for me, oh man, he got to do some work. He got to get right.
A lot.
He got to get right because, I mean, if you're that twisted in that moment, bruh, you got some things going on, man, that you would go that far, you hurting.
He's just surrounded.
I mean, he's weak.
He's surrounded by that pain. He's surrounded because
you got to pause it.
Since everybody is really just focused on.
Is that yours or mine?
Slap Chris.
Oh yeah, that's yours.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, you know, so man, look, bro, this is something, because, and I think we touched on this earlier too, is like black men got to talk about this so that the young guys know, no, we don't do that.
Exactly.
That and you got to make the clear distinction of the fact that only a weak man would do that. Because again, why would you do it that way? If you have a problem with that man, you go talk to that man later and it's just you and him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can always respect that. But
and
you don't run up on a stage and you slap people, man. You just that's not it.
That's just so disappointing. Like, if we don't condemn it in ways of love, in ways of okay, these happen, but this is not acceptable behavior for us as men.
Yeah,
this is not what we do. Like, especially on these stages of this magnitude, because we're allowing our power to go away and letting people run and have all these ideas and assumptions about who we are and what we are, and we're not intelligent. You can't bring them nowhere. You know, it's just all those things come into play in this cesspool of thoughts of what the image is of the black man.
Yeah, and black men who know, like to your point earlier, black men who know should always, you know what I'm saying, be the example of etiquette and display etiquette towards one another.
Yeah.
And always make sure that that's on display, because if we really say we brothers and I love black men and I love my black people, why wouldn't you always want to your son to see that? Your son to see you hold the door for another black man as they come behind.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, when you see a black man carrying a lot of, hey, man, you need a hand? I got you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It should always be that. But it should never be this type of display where, black men are just allowing their emotions to get the best of them because of their own insecurity.
Right.
And you allow your own insecurity to just make black men look this way.
Man,
and another thing, to me, that's just selfish, man. Like, really what this is about, Will.
Yeah.
This is bigger than you.
Like
you knew before that this was bigger than you.
You said what this is about, bro. You know what I'm
saying?
What
it's about, man.
You know what this is about, man.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
That's what's a violation, man.
He's talked about it. He's talked about the struggle.
Right.
And then you do this. Yeah, come on, man. Like, he can't get a pass. I don't understand. No black person should give him a pass for this.
No pass.
Nobody.
No.
Everybody should be like,
he need to come out and apologize publicly for that, yo.
No black person should look at Will Smith and say, man, yeah, it was all right, man. I get it. Yeah. No, Will, you wrong.
No, you're wrong.
And you can walk away on that. But he needs to know he wrong. Yeah, everybody needs to be a resounding, consistent chorus by black people saying, Will Smith, you are wrong.
Wrong. I don't care. Defend whatever wife, I don't care. Like they people can miss me anytime somebody would even come up and say, if somebody comment on this thing, it don't matter to me. I don't care what he said. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. If you're a Christian, go by and look at your Bible, right? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
What you supposed to look at, right?
Facts.
Hey, look, what's the riddle? Sticks and stones break my bones, but word can never hurt me.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Like,
didn't Jesus turn the other cheek?
Turn the other cheek. Chris Rock did the Jesus way.
Right.
He turned the other cheek.
Right. Only Jesus was Chris Rock.
Yeah, right. The only person that need to be celebrated in this situation is the black man that did not respond to the violence.
That's it.
And he did it as a 57-year-old black man should. Okay. All right. Because
he said Will Smith just slapped the S out of me.
Hey, yo, but inside the dude had to be, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. He handled this so smooth, yo. I'm like, smooth. Wow, bro.
Yo, I don't even think, listen, I think I think he did bring it. I think he held his arms behind his back, basically through the whole ordeal.
That's what I'm saying.
And it still was like, right.
He was like this.
But Diddy said it best. Diddy was like, hey, look, Chris Rock got a chin. I know everybody ain't talking about it, but Chris Rock got a chin. And he said it that night. He was in the limo with his tux on. Yeah. He was like, yo, Chris Rock got a chin.
It's like, yo, it's hard not to make fun of it, but because I knew this was gonna happen, I'm like, no, man, we'll need this right now, man. Like it's the distraction. It's like I'm starting to believe that Will is working with the Illuminati for just distractions. I'm like, bro, first entanglement, now this, how many scandal things can you get in like that, right? In a lifetime, bro.
Exactly.
How many it's gonna be, bro? You just can't. You 53. I mean, is everybody trying to do reality now? What is it? Are you in that need of fame to need to go and feel like you 53? You've been famous for 30 years, bro. What you trying to prove?
What are you trying to prove?
We have a track record on you, bro.
We expect people to tell jokes on you. You're Will Smith.
Yo.
Come on.
Yo, look. Look, I'm just saying, right?
Stop. And now what does Will Smith think's gonna happen now? It already started. Cedric the Entertainer was like,
oh man.
I don't know if you saw that video. Said was like
comedians, I'm sure.
Said it was like, yo, if I talk about anybody's wife, don't come up here slapping nobody cause I slap back. I'm a slap back. he said I'm a slap back. So, I mean, it's about to go bananas this summer, yo. It's about to go crazy.
Yo,
every comedian on tour.
Yo, one thing he did do was bless comedians with a ton of material, bro. Yo, I promise you, comedians like, oh, no, this can't happen. No, we about to roll on this dude. Like, he gonna be the topic of every comedian, bro.
Everyone.
And think about it, he gave Chris Rock so much material, bro.
Right. Yo, if I was Chris Rock, I would have a whole show going in on them.
Right. Like
I'd be like, show, oh, word?
A whole show. Yep.
Okay.
You gonna see this power now, bro. I'm about to really get on you on national TV now. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm gonna take this back to 1989.
Right, yo, he got
my jokes.
Material.
I'm gonna take my jokes back to 89. I'm about to go in.
Remember when Jamie Foxx and Puff Daddy had the beef, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, man, I like what you say, J-Lo can't sing, you know what I'm saying? He did the whole prance. He's like, man, Daddy came over like prancing over like tell me, hey man, I don't like what you talk about J-Lo. You said she can't sing, you talking about and
oh man,
Playboy, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like they giving them material, right? Because think about it, happened, and then I said, oh, a writer or artist gonna mimic life, yo. Think about it. He just made free game for everything, bro. For
everything.
If Chris Rock choose to go there, and Chris Rock didn't press charges, so it's like, yo, like, bro, I spared you, bro.
Right.
I got money, I got power, bro. I got reputation. I can put all that stuff out there on you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Name my character and on the Oscar, all that stuff, man. But nah.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Rock definitely could have took it to another level. I mean, he could have pressed charges, taken Will to court, and just dragged out Will being the bad guy,
bro, and sued him. Being like, think about it. Chris Rock is rich. He is famous, world famous, bro. The world saw that. That's you messing up my character, my image.
He could at least got 15 mil out of Will.
Right. Easy. Pay it over. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know. No. I want cash. Thank you. No assets. Cash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, you got to sell something. Give me this cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sell it. I don't want it. Sell it.
You got to sell it. I don't want you to sell it and give me that cash from it. Thank you. I want you to see yourself paying me this money. You know what I'm saying?
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie, in a briefcase, bro. Bring it to me. You know what I'm
saying? At next year's Oscars.
Right? Exactly. At next year, I open it up so the people can see it and set it at my feet. Hey, look, see, a person like me, as soon as he open it up, I take it out and slap the shit out of him. Hey, look, and because I don't need it, I throw the money back. You talking about being petty, yo.
Right.
Yo.
Find a homeless person and like, yo, I'm changing your life today.
Right. Right, yo.
I'm changing 15 homeless people's life today.
Nah. I go even grimy, yo. I go give the 15 million to August Alsina.
Now that's petty. That's petty. Yeah, that's like extra petty. That's like premeditated petty.
It's like you go get cash, bring it to you. It's like, yo, hey August,
Bring August on stage. Yo, hit the lights. Play some crazy music. Tell August to walk out and then turn the lights off. He's standing there with the money.
Yo, and look now, I have Mr. Biggs playing, you know what I'm saying? R. Kelly Jones. What the hell is going on between the sheets in my home? I'll have a live performance. And Jay be like, baby, let me explain. Yo, man. There's no, man. Yo,
man, Will Smith, man.
Though, yo. It's just like, bro, yo, I can't sit here and be a person who is all about uplifting Black people, yo, and seeing a man act at, I'm 40, and like, that is something I could never think about. I'm like, okay, all right, you got off, all right, cool. Can't do it here, but I'm gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? Have a conversation with you. And I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. Cause I'm a person to hit you where it hurts to come and tell the truth to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I love you, Black man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm gonna come up to you, man. I love you, Black man. Because I'm like, I hope you got everything you needed from that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I hope it felt good.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? And you just take the high road. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, but I want to say it to his face, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To his face. Because, like, bro, because, I mean, like I said, Chris Rock is one of the most accomplished comedians in the history of comedy, bro.
Yeah.
He is equal to Will Smith in his genre and space. They the same celebrity. You know what I'm saying? They can live in the same neighborhood.
So, you know where's the mutual respect for his craft?
Right. You know what I'm saying? As a Black man in art. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like Godfather and Godfather. Godfather don't go slap the other Godfather, bro.
Right.
Because there's respect there.
Yeah.
At the highest level. You know what I mean? And now we don't even have that anymore because now it's ran to the point where, you know, that's the lasting image of Black men. Powerful Black men. You know what I'm saying? And you see Denzel and Tyler Perry, the other two most powerful Black men in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? Going over there to have a conversation with them because I'm sure Denzel was like, yo, bro, you are tripping right now, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what kind of response they know the responsibility.
They know everybody knew. And that's what makes it so sad, man. Everyone knew what that moment meant. Yeah. What that night meant.
Yeah.
And Will destroyed it. Like he literally destroyed it.
You can't repair it.
He destroyed it. You can't get that back.
Hey,
you can't get that back.
That's like that was a Trump January 6th moment. It's like, okay, bro, it's over. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, in a lot of ways, I think that's why it's important for Black people to be on a unified front of saying that was wrong.
That was wrong, bro. That was wrong.
Like everybody has to.
Mm-mm. You know, I seen a post from which surprised me from these people who claim themselves conscious and stuff like that. Talk about this is how you defend your. I can't remember if Viana Vincent or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like one of Oprah's old homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was used.
Ayana.
Ayana
Van Zandt.
Ayana Van Zandt, you know, and like I like her material and what she does and how she preaches and talks to the relationship thing. You know, I'm not sure all the stuff what it is, but it's a glaring hole in the space. I read a post about like respecting Black women and this blah blah, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but like I said, but what about the whole part where she disrespected herself by with this whole relationship thing with August Alsina. And like, but you like they know this, so that's my only comeback to them. I'm like, what? That point means nothing.
Yeah.
It means nothing. So and I'm like, you gonna use a point like that for your post and represent you like that? That's what you're gonna do? And you're gonna go to that route? And now because they know that safety in the Black woman space, you know what I'm saying? They know
go there. And we're at a weird space in society when it comes to calling out the truth of female behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful about calling out the truth of female behavior. It's similar to making reference towards someone who is a part of the LGBTQ community.
True.
Where there's certain behavior, there's certain things that you can't be like, what is that?
Yep.
Well, that's wrong.
Yep.
Or that person created it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that person, like, unfortunately, her responsibility in all of this will never be brought to the forefront. But the sad part about it, like, I get it. Like, if you're the butt of a joke, you don't find it funny. I'm okay with that. Yeah. I told you have the right. You know what I'm saying? That just is what it is. I would never call you a poor sport. If you didn't find it funny, you didn't find it funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess in any way, shape, or form to encourage or support your man because you didn't find something funny, and it wasn't like this consistent attack on you where the person is saying you're this and you're that and you're ugly and you stink and you're da 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 da, and it's over and over, and it's just aggression and it's just nasty. If that's not happening and the person makes one comment that is relatively soft, I mean, he said, "Hey Jada, can't wait to see the next G.I. Jane." Like, I don't understand that. That is so light compared to the things that have been said in those arenas.
I mean, everything matched it. The hair, and she had a green outfit. You know, like, everything matched that joke. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe a little low, but I heard way worse. You know what I'm saying? Way worse.
And I mean, who's saying? The other thing is this: who's saying that a bald-headed woman is a bad thing? Nobody. Chris Rock didn't say that.
Nope.
Because I'm pretty sure every man who saw G.I. Jane was still very attracted to Demi Moore throughout that movie. 100%. And never once thought, she ain't doing it for me.
And first of all, like, does Jada Pinkett have to prove her beauty? Jada Pinkett has always been an icon of beauty.
So you basically got insecure gumbo at the Smith house.
Yeah, right. I mean,
that's all that is. It's insecure gumbo. Yeah. That means there's so much insecurity going on in that house.
Yes. Bruh, you said you got the whole entanglement thing. Ain't Willow like bisexual?
I'm sure. Yeah, something.
And is Jaden gay?
I guess he's bisexual too, because I mean, at one point, I know that. I mean, at least appeared he had a girl. I don't know. You don't know with Hollywood, so you don't know what's real and what's not.
Point being is like, it's you like say it's a lot going on there. You know what I'm saying?
A lot going. Yes, that's the bottom line. It's a lot going on
mentally, and thought, in concepts of what reality may be, and it can, like I said, money makes a big illusion and concepts of who you think you are and what you are. You know what I'm saying? Gives you this illusional concept and make you think you're larger than life when you really are not.
Mm-hmm.
The only, like, think about it, like, which is the larger point. What I'm getting to is like, is wow, they actually really aired that at the Oscars.
Of course they did.
Like, I mean, aren't there a time where they delay? I'm sure they delayed, because ever since Super Bowl, when the whole Janet Jackson thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything runs not fully live, it run on a delay. And now they got that and actually ran that on national TV. Like, wow.
That's why there's a lot of skeptics on whether or not it was real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's one of the things. I mean, Oscar's been struggling. They not no more. They definitely got ratings down. But I mean, it's just and all of our biggest stars were present and to witness it. You know, Tyler Perry,
Denzel, Samuel L. Jackson,
Denzel, all the biggest and brightest stars of black idols or whatever you want to call them. I was on stage and witnessing on that at that space. You know, and I hope that somebody got with Will and really just had a conversation on like, yo, like really said like we talking about like, bro, like you need to tighten up. Like that's unacceptable here. Like period.
Yeah, well, after what I saw him at Vanity Fair, I don't know.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's so
then you go right to the white folks and party with them.
Right. It's so disingenuous, man. Like
so at that point I'm just like, all right, Will. Like
yeah.
Man,
I'm so disappointed, man. Not like I said, I mean, Will Smith, one of my dudes that I looked up to. One of the dudes he had the whole like to build it brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? Like them types of motivational jumps. I'm like, yeah, Will, we should do that thing brick by brick. You know, just build that wall brick by brick. Thank you for all the Jews, man. But like now you doing this, I'm like, bro, like, were you scripted in that? You know what I mean? Like, were you just trying to make a source of income, or was you really meaning this stuff, man?
That's what Star said. Star made a good point. He was like, man, you people got to remember Will Smith is an actor.
Right.
He's one of the finest.
Right.
He's an actor. So you never know. You always got to look at it as an act.
Yeah. You talking all this motivation stuff. It's like, bro, okay. All that stuff went out the window, man. Live free your mind, be blah, 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 and your house falling apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, think about this, right? All of these rich people, bro. All these rich people, like Kanye, mad dough, can't keep his wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Will Smith, mad dough, can't keep his wife. I mean, he got his wife, but we all know the whole situation, right? Like, it's at some point we gotta understand it's not about this success, what we call success materialistically or celebrity life or whatever that is, man. It's really about like what are you really putting in your mind and how you live in your life, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like that the money and the fame and all this stuff, like, I mean, cool if that's what you want, but like it's not for free, man.
Nah. No, sir.
it's not for free.
No, sir.
It's gonna be somebody's puppet string, man.
Facts.
It's just, man, it's just disappointing. And I'm just at the point where it's like, man, I just want to be a voice that says, you know what, that was wrong. There's no excuse. I don't care what he says about it. I don't care what you say about the space, whatever, because all the prior steps to this has already canceled all that stuff out.
Right.
Because they put this stuff out there.
Yeah.
and if you was in that space where you had to do that, then you still need even more help. You need to go meditate somewhere, get some help, because you got a lot of energy that has not been diffused, a lot of trauma in you. That's not because you did it on the biggest stage and you know better. No excuse. I'm sorry.
Like, no excuse.
Yeah. Females, stop giving passes for he defended his woman. Nope, don't worry about it. While we at it talking about it, stop giving passes to Alicia Keys. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving passes to all these people who doing just like violation stuff, and y'all just accepting it. And then the first time a black man do something, you on his neck.
On his neck. On his neck.
If we playing this thing straight down the middle, if it's violation on this end, it got to be a violation on this end. That's the only way we talking. If you're not talking that way, I don't want to hear it. I mean, Alicia Keys is she's so soulful. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but like to me, like y'all see nothing funny with her taking somebody else's husband?
Right. Right.
Don't give me this. Oh, it was after. It don't go like that. Oh, well, they were soulmates. Like, oh, okay. So when I remember when Tiki Barber left his woman for kids and stuff like that for the other woman. Oh, he got canceled quick.
That part.
Real quick. Is that cool?
That part.
Nah. Y'all crushed
that
them,
part.
Right?
Crushed them. And what's the difference?
What's the difference?
So if a black man leave one black woman, it's okay that he left that black woman because he took it right to another black woman. But if he takes it anywhere else, it's a problem. So then technically you really okay with a black man just leaving his woman as long as he does it for another black woman.
I guess
that's really what you're saying.
I guess that's what it's saying. I guess that's really what it's saying.
It's really what you're saying.
Exactly. I guess that's what he's saying. Because but if a black man, even if a black man left another black woman for another black woman in the space of a celebrity space, you know what I'm saying? Is that okay now? Is that the morals that we living with now?
Right.
I mean, I'm not sure what's going on here, but we idolize these people like they're not human people when like we do media, you know what I'm saying? So we know that it's all put out there for you to grab. And then once you grab and find it, it's like, oh, okay. Well, that's not real. Because I mean, like Will Smith can't possibly be talking all this motivational stuff and somebody say one thing to him and then he
fall apart.
Right? Yeah. This man had absolute mental breakdown.
Mental breakdown.
I'm saying,
like somebody get him in his meds.
Yo, right.
Because this dude, and then like the part where afterward, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth.
Like,
so you ain't done yet,
bro.
So you just gonna make this all about you?
Now, right. Now you really want to make it about you, right?
You're just gonna make this all about you.
Dropping F-bombs, keep my
and then look, here's the sad part about it is Will Smith basically took the white man's playbook.
Right.
Because he did some
bullshit.
Ish.
Yep.
And then he played the victim.
Yep. I'm defending my wife.
He went as far as crying and saying he's defending people who get picked on. That was like the premise of his message. Like, bro, what? Like you flip that into this, like, wait, so you went from slapping a man to saying that was in defense of all people who get bullied and talked about?
Bro.
This dude was like, people, when you're a celebrity and you're in the limelight, they just expect you to be okay with it. And they just expect you to just take it. I'm like,
right.
Will.
Think about it, bro.
Yes, I do. You want to know why I expect you to just take it? Because there's a massive difference between your bank account and my bank account.
Right.
So yes, bro.
Yes.
I expect you to freaking take it.
Bro.
And if you can't,
yes.
Fine. Let's just switch.
Yes.
Because I could take it.
I mean, his, like I said,
you know what it is.
He was right here at the
worst case scenario. I'll just go somewhere and just beat him myself for
he was
a year.
If the cup is here, he was right here, and that board that spilled everything over. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like so much more deeper than that, and it's just like I can't even calculate how he would even think to go do that without saying, okay, it's definitely a mental issue. You know what I'm saying? I can't even, I tried to, Kanye was new to it. You know what I'm saying? Right? When he said George Bush don't like black people, you know what I'm saying? On TV. he was new to all of this stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Kanye would probably say something like that, and you know, because he was relatively new to fame, etc.
But I was okay with. I actually didn't have a problem with that statement.
Well, I mean, it was a true statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
I didn't think any kind of way about.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but he went on this whole nother level of what I mean. But look, think about it, right? All right, put it another comparison, right? We had a versus where two rappers in the street, Jeezy and Gucci Mane, right? Jeezy, Gucci Mane rapped the whole song about killing Jeezy's boy.
Mm-hmm.
Jeezy remained calm and collect, responded, and they continued to rap along about the stuff.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, because he did it the first song.
Yeah.
So now he did that, and Jeezy could eat that. And somebody said gives a G.I. Jane that's not even really insulting about
not even insulting, and you slap him.
And you went off, and Jeezy in the streets, you ain't. Jeezy's reputation's on the line. Yours wasn't. Like, you made that all about you. Like, I can't even think of a scenario that would even allow me to try to defend your actions.
He wouldn't slap Snoop.
Nah. Hey, he wouldn't have slapped 50 Cent.
Look, I don't even think he wouldn't slap Cat Williams.
Nah.
And Cat Williams smaller than Chris Rock.
Yeah, you're right. Like, yo,
he would Chris not Rock, slap Cat Williams.
Chris Rock was the person he felt like he needed to try. You know what I'm saying?
No. Listen, he was the person who he knew would keep his cool.
Yep.
All those other people, he don't know that. And again, Will Smith did this because he knew he would get away with it.
Yes. He would not have smacked the white face.
He knew he would get away with it. Exactly. He knew this was going to be okay.
Yeah.
He knew he would have a problem.
The only person that he knew that he would get away with doing that and get praise or get, some kind of credit for would be if he did it to a black man.
Yeah.
Period.
Because white people are on his side now because he cried.
Yeah. Right.
They're like, oh, yeah, he's right. I mean, his wife does have the alopecia. And that Chris Rock shouldn't, he shouldn't be talking about people. He's the bad guy.
She knew she had alopecia when she was in an entanglement.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, don't give me that. Don't give me that. That's not you don't get no kudos off of that when you was doing your whatever you was doing with that. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, like, you feeling like some kind of like, okay.
Right.
But now all of this stuff happened, man. Like I said, it's just the narrative. Like, yo, be accountable. Only thing I can say is be accountable for what you did. Apologize, and then let's move on. We get to the point now we can't even apologize for stuff now.
Right.
Like, that's one thing I must say. As any type of celebrity type person who got kind of pushed, but he actually did it, was Steven Jackson. When he apologized to Kwame Brown, he reluctantly did it, but he knew he was wrong.
Right.
He knew, and like just like what McCall said, like, how y'all gonna, this is supposed to be a code? You only supposed to down another black man, are you? And he came because he knew, because that, I'm sure that hit deep. You're like, damn, I am doing that. I ain't trying to be a part of that. He said, I ain't trying to be a part of bringing another black man down, so I apologize. Did national TV on this Instagram, like start one on story, whatever it is. But that's what it need to happen. Whether whatchamacallit went back and start dragging on him and stuff like that again, like, it's whatever. But he took his lumps because he knew he was wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I could. He got my respect still. Yeah. he still went a little crazy, but now he back normal, I guess, because I seen him had a blunt in his mouth again. And he He's like, quit. Hey, yo, look, think about it. That pressure from celebrity, that celebrity pressure is crucial, boy. This dude went so far that the Up and Smoke host stopped smoking weed.
Oh, word, he quit for a minute.
Yeah, you remember that right around the time, like probably like when that joint was in the heat, he was scrambling for something. He was like, yo, no, time to stop.
Like, yo, I'm gonna take a hiatus, yo, just in case.
He did. He like, then he talking about, and it was like a month or so. He was still talking about it. And then I seen him the other day. I'm like, oh, he got blood in his mouth again. I said, I guess that's over now. So, yeah, man.
All right, man. We got final word on Will Smith disrespecting Chris Rock.
Look, only thing I can say is, man, look, it's very simple. One is he knows better, and I would like, if anything, I would like us not to condemn him to the point where it's just he made a bad decision, and let's reach out to Will Smith and in a way of love and help, because of the fact that we know this is not they didn't come from that. It's a surface, that's a very surface level thinking to think that this is way deeper, and whatever's going on in that man's life, hope him allows him to get through it. Chris Rock, bless you, brother, because you turned the other cheek. And I ain't even Christian, but like that's like it took a man to do that. To me, it took a man to do that and continue the show, make fun of it, and continue the show, and still not like and because it wasn't like a big void. It's like, oh, what did he say? He's like, wow, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He said, all right, this is gonna be national TV. But I mean, the way he handled that is OG. Then he didn't press charges, so we had to see another black man go down. So he suppressed his ego, so that would be able to happen, and like he gonna come out the bigger man on this. I think this is a real blow to Will Smith and it just his brand and what it is. But I hope he's able to get through it. But I don't really plan on listening to any of his Instagram motivational things, because right now he got to do some rebuilding.
Yeah. Will Smith just needs to take a time out, take the time to reflect, figure out what's going on inside of him that allowed him to get to that point and commit that act towards Chris Rock. And I would appreciate that break, because, at this particular point, I don't really want to hear from him. The only thing I want to hear is an apology to Chris Rock.
Yes, that's all I want to hear, man.
That's it. Right. Outside of that, I don't really want to hear nothing else from Will Smith at this point. So
get that right, man.
That's what it is. But again, this was important. We had to get on and talk about this, because I think everybody needs to talk about it. So it needs to be a broad conversation, especially amongst Black people and Black men in particular, because I think we need to converse on, fellas, let's get back to love. Make sure we stay there with each other as a group. You know what I'm saying? To where it's really about supporting one another and encouraging, uplifting, not pulling sucker moves. And we got to tell the young boys, like, you don't sucker punch people.
Yeah, we got.
Don't sucker punch. If you have a problem with somebody, then you go, you address it with that person, man to man. But you don't do sucker stuff where you take sucker punches and do sucker slaps. We don't do that as Black men, and that needs to be the standard. And all Black men need to be taught that. So that's what it is.
All right, man.
This is P1 Reality Check emergency show.
Emergency show, man.
We'll be back for the regular scheduled program
next week. See y'all next week.
Next week.
All right.
Peace.
We out.